Hello, welcome back to another video. It's like 8 p.m. as I'm recording this. I have completed this sketchbook at 8:10 p.m. It's about 8:30. So I figured I would give this a little tour, and it's just a really quick video. I'll try not to ramble too much. I just want to flip through it and showcase it. Added like some stuff on it. It's probably one of my shortest shitbooks. The shitbooks usually take me about 2 months or total, like, except I started this one like in the latter half of the month and then completed it in January, early in January. So it's pretty short. It didn't take me too long. So it started in shitbook 13. Unlucky number 13. It started December 2023 to January 2024. So it's 2023 to 2024 sketchbook, and I just want to look through it. And let's see what we can find in here and make sure this is in frame. And let's just give it a look. Start with the cover. I got this from a kimchi jar that I got somewhere. These are just like tea bags. This is like a sticker I got at a Boba place. There's a Bluey sticker, My Little Pony sticker, the cringe, be free, and this Botan rice candy sticker, which I recently found those at a Daiso that had opened up, and I wanted to try Botan rice candy for a long time. This is just obligatory on the back. Just needed something to fill the back. I also have some audio playing in the background just to give kind of an ambience, I guess. I think it'll be nice. I think it'll be great. Okay, so property of Connor, redacted, because, you know, there's like my Sona. I drew this a little bit later when I was finishing it, just to kind of fill this empty space. I could have added more to it, but I drew the letter number 3, shitbook 13, but I drew the number incorrectly the first time, so I just like fucking drew it over. I'm stumbling over my words. I haven't done this in a hot minute, so I didn't want this to be too overwhelming with editing, so I'm just gonna do it. So yeah, started 12/18/23. So it was like the middle of December when I started, and before Christmas. Oh, I should also mention, for those who are curious about what type of sketchbook notebook this is a, it says it on here, it is a paper age sketchbook notebook. It's blank. And I do like it. The paper is very good. I had a lot of comfort drawing in this because the paper is comfortable. And you can find these on Amazon, so, you know. I'm on my second monster. Let's get into it. It's like a little, I use this part as like a materials testing page. I don't think it's too bad. Just kind of testing the paper at first before actually making a mark in here. So we got the first page here, a couple goals, just very comforting goals. And just a forewarning, there's like a little disclaimer here. I don't know what this is. Before I personally personated this book with a lot of my very own personal writing. It's very present to me. It's very personal to me, and is based off recent events that has happened in my life. Also, not safe for work, nudity warning. Just a warning for nudity and slight, like, not safe for work in case I've covered it up, obviously, but like, well, not the nudity, but the not safe for work. So just if you don't like that, then you can click off this video. I don't know. So there's like this little fish with legs here saying, make bad art and don't forget to have fun. Because I think all of us artists need to do that when we create our sketchbook. Is to just make messes and enjoy, and it's not the grind. You know, I am kind of on a sketchbook grind, but it's more so like dealing with stuff I want. I don't really use sketchbooks for like practice, like studies and stuff anymore. I've kind of reached a point where I want to like brainstorm ideas and just concepts and character stuff and just drawing whatever I want. I did like some self-portraits here. I covered this one up because it was so bad. I looked fugly as shit, like little flesh dogs. Look, practicing the pencil in here. I hate how I fucked up Magnus's face. Greedy grinner. There's like these here. first couple of these drawings are a little bit awkward. I think they're really bad looking on it now, but I remember being so comforted by this sketchbook. I felt very free, and also it's like very small. It's like A5, and I hadn't used it. I thought I didn't like using A5 sketchbooks when I was younger. I used to want to go as big as possible, but now I'm kind of like reforming back to smaller sketchbook sizes for like smaller doodles. Yeah, just there's some personal stuff in here. Just like, don't read my notes, assuming that you can read, but you know, but it's like there's like song lyrics and references to songs that I've listened to. This is when I have these Copics. I have these gray Copics. I only ordered 3 of them, but they're starting to get dry, so I don't really use them as much as I used to. It's like little line designs here. And a lot of these flesh dogs, there's like some doodles of my Sona, the crow, and then also like me as a human, because I'm a human. I hope I'm not a person to you guys. You know, this was stuff for a secret animatic that I'm working on in like Procreate Dreams, though I haven't really focused on it very much. I'm mostly just fucking around, but I'm doing like very tiny storyboards, like thumbnails for like, just, you know, I don't know if I'll post it once I get it done, but I kind of like Procreate Dreams. It's a little bit like difficult to use, and like considering there's like limitations in it. What I hate is the limitations. I feel like there isn't a lot of freeness in it. Some negative space exploration. More notes. These are just really, I feel like the pencil takes very well in this sketchbook, but I feel like my ballpoint pens look very faded in there. I don't really like how ballpoint pen looks. These are like some character designs with my flesh people, some Joe. You can't really see what's happening on these because they're so faded, and then there's like the Copic marker underneath. Those are like boob windows. Nudity worn. Drew Gordon with boob window for a Christmas present. Oh, very nice. This is really good. Some Martin. There's some Martins. If you know, you know. These are really bad because I did those from imagination. This is from reference. These are some of my characters as humans. There's like a homophobic dog. Kind of looks like it. This is where I really let loose and had fun with like testing like wet materials and like markers, which wasn't too bad. It does make it pretty buckled, but you know. Real convo I had. I think you're most likely to have a human pet. No, dude, what the fuck? I'm not that fucked up. Why would I have a human pet? I can't explain any of that. But it was a real conversation I had. And I, in fact, was the one who suggested to this person that they would have a human pet. Because they just seemed like they would. But of course they got really defensive. Or like, why would I have a human pet? I can't explain it. Some Ludwig. I don't draw him a lot. I don't draw him very much as I used to, but he's got a fun design. His prosthetic face. He's very fucked up. Opiate addict. But I tried layering on ballpoint pen. I just feel like it looked very faded. Some more thumbnails for like a piece on printer paper that I did. Gore warning. Ask for real. Just, I had so much fun with this page because I used a Jetstream pen, Uniball Jetstream pen, and I really like those. I feel like they're more flowing. I savor them though. I don't use them all the time, but I should use them more. I forgot about this fucker. Hey, you. It's like a, yeah, little funny guy. The blue ballpoint pen turns out really nice in here, but I feel like the black ballpoint pen is like very faded on this paper, which made it hard to use. Maybe because it's so soft, I don't know. Magnus with a shovel, nothing suspicious here. He's vomiting, and then, oh, I love this drawing. Can I be honest, guys? Like, and he's like at his computer, and I was like, I thought it was funny. Fritz. I see Spike Spencer a whole lot. I've talked about him in one of my previous Shtbk tours. I look really gross here. Don't I always do? Don't I always? More like, I keep drawing, oh yeah, in this sketchbook, I keep drawing like these anatomy head things getting lobotomy. I think it looks very cool. It's a fugly guy. This guy's got like a freaking dream workspace. And this will be very important later. We got this very messy anatomy head. I love this, I love this. I think these look very cool. We got some faces from imagination. This, you'll notice these a lot. I was doodling with like a brown brush pen, like a Fudenosuke pen that I got at Michael's. Because that's like in my city it fucking sucks because like finding, like, we don't, in my state, my shitty fucking state, we don't have like a Blick art materials or anything. We just, I hate it. In the art store we do have here are far away and they're ass. So I guess Michael's it is. This is a very colorful page. Just like fun little stuffs. Playing around with color and shape and line. Very cool. I don't have much to comment on. I'm super nervous recording, but this is me like planning like ideas for like a draw with me I was gonna do. I had recorded some speed paint footage of 2 pieces from December, and I was gonna like do a voiceover and like record that. I have never done that before, but I wanted to really bad. Though I have like no script, I'm just gonna ramble. I don't know what to talk about. But I was gonna do like some top-notch editing. Not really super crazy editing, but just like some little funny editing. There's like this red thing. And there's more of this red rendering stuff. It's like a dragon guy. You might have seen one of my YouTube shorts. I did like a process of that. It's like a dragon dude, but he has no wings, but he's got a long body, so I guess he could still count as a dragon despite not having wings. There's like this anatomy head thing, and it's getting a lobotomy. And I don't know, this is like planning for like a sprite I was gonna have. It'd be nice to figure out how to do PNG tubing stuff, but I'm like a fucking noob. I know it's like really easy to do, but I gotta find like a good program to use it, and something that's free and open source, so it'll take a bit. I dreamt that you forgave me, and I forgive you too, but then I woke up. That was based off of something I saw. So the notes are gonna get a little bit more personal because of some recent events that happened in December. A lot of shit happened in December regarding my personal, like, online life. Stuff with friends, I don't know, like people I knew. I'm trying to be as vague as possible about redacted, but let's just say it's, I don't know, I'm not gonna talk about it. I don't want to talk about it, but it's like I love how dark Copic has like this little line design there. It's very nice. This is very pretty. Love how the shading was very like graphic. This is like, that's nice. I like the stars. Just playing around. Drew a goat. It's a bunch of Martins. This is when I was at the country house in the countryside for the holidays, and I had free time at night, so I was just like, I was sleeping in the laundry room, so I was just like doodling away and not getting too much of a fuck. Just like someone being stabbed through the head. There's one of my characters that I don't draw enough, but I kind of developed his design a little bit more. Gaspardo Basiletti. Yeah, it's just, there's a lot of vent art in here too. It's a fairly personal sketchbook, and considering its like size, it feels very much like a diary. It's a couple brown pen doodles. I want to use the brown pen more, but I keep like savoring it. I keep saving it. There used to be some pages between here for like Christmas Day, but I got rid of them because I hated how they looked. But I did draw some pretty shitposty stuff for Christmas Day. How can I describe it? Horrific horrors celebrating Christmas. Like horrors beyond recognition. He is your present. Open him up. This is based off of an image I saw on Instagram or some shit. Holstein, Neville, Fritz, and their winter gear. It's Henrik. Gordon, Holstein, Hadrian. It's like a thumbnail for a failed background thing. I did this in Procreate. He was like in a kitchen, but I wasn't liking how it turned out, so I didn't do anything with it. All right, this is where we have some very personal writing. Like, I'm just gonna, yeah, this is like, I did quite a bit of writing, so we're just gonna ignore that. Yeah, this is cute. It's nothing serious. It's just based off of that one song, Loveful. It's nice. Yeah, this is where my markers were like drying out, so I was like, fuck me, dude. Yeah, I was writing about the situation I went through, but this page is pretty fine because it's literally just lyrics from Dandelion Hands. Dandelion Hands, I wrote down the lyrics to Dandelion Hand. I wrote down the lyrics to Dandelion Hands, specifically Scars, and a little bit down here, I wrote about Self-Harmageddon, and you can probably tell what they're about, but music has been a great comfort. When I was, you know, just goals, I wrote a lot of goals. I hate calling them resolutions because resolutions never fall through, so I call them goals. And I have goals for, you know, when I was in therapy, like, we did have a lot of goal setting, which was nice. This is funny. Magnet Chin. I made my own website. He's a little bit silly like that. Oh, speak of the devil, monster. Only 10 calories. Pretty silly. Magnus being a rabid beast. This is based on something. If you know, you know. Mold. There's Poe. And they're like fucking, they got the fucking smarm brow. Someone getting stabbed through the head again. And this was like January 31st, basically New Year's. And I did some Portal fan art because I've been getting really fucking balls deep in Portal. Like, it's been a hot minute since I've been hyperfixated on a game, and I'm so glad I finally got to experience the absolute epitude that is Portal. Epitude, is that even a word? Portal. Oh my god, fucking Portal. You're not, just fuck. Like, I've already gotten onto playing the second game. I played the first game throughout December to January. Yeah, it's really great. What's great about drawing like Portal characters is that they're like not human, and I'm very terrible at drawing humans, but they're not basically human, they're robots. So like, drawing them was a little bit more easier because I could just easily break it down into simple shapes. And I realized that robots aren't too difficult to draw if you break it down in shapes, and especially considering they're kind of like a mess, like especially GLaDOS, she's like a mess of wires and like parts. So like, I was able to break it down and it wasn't too difficult for me. But yeah, tried drawing Chell, and there's some more GLaDOS. This was from memory, this was for reference. But I tried drawing Chell, but I don't know, it just didn't hit right. I don't know. I'm not the best at drawing people. I try my damnedest, but capturing likeness is very hard, especially when drawing like real people, you know? Like, it's just, this is a very ossified looking dog. Bunch of dogs. This was like one of the first things I drew for New Year's Day. And what I'm talking about when drawing people, something I've realized with my style in drawing humans is that since I'm going for more heavily stylized, like semi-realistic, is the key to not making it look fucking fugly like this. Like I did Greg so bad here. He doesn't look how I want to at all. The best way is to draw their eyes. Like I even wrote some notes here, is to draw their eyes smaller to fit their proportion size. If you were drawing like a super cartoony, like human character, you'd give them big eyes, right? You give them big, huge eyes, but that's like not my human style. So smaller, more mature eyes kind of gives it makes it less like uncanny valley. It makes them more proportionate. So that's what I was doing here. Really bad Sona doodles. I mostly covered most of them up because I just hated how the page was looking. Some dogs, bunny dogs. I wondered what would be like if this one of these flesh dogs was covered in fur, and it's very cute. They have like paws. It's like this thing right here, cool design. There's another one. We got like we got like little guys. They look like little chihuahuas. There's Magnus on his computer again. He's like, he got like a blue screen. There's this thing. I don't use much color in here, like as much. Not as much marker. I haven't been using marker a whole lot. Mainly focused on watercolor because it's just easier for me to use. All my tombos are kind of drying out, so. Some Magnus. I never get tired of them, typically. This was me planning for like a stream layout because I re-downloaded Streamlabs and I was like wanting to figure stuff out. See what it is. There's some gay guys. There's like a one with horns, little star designs, etc. Just thumbnailing for like, you know. There's some medieval redraws. I do that annually. I need to do it more. I need to be doing it weekly because I love medieval art. Just the bizarre creatures and like just, it's right up my alley. I love it. But I don't draw enough of it. But here's some examples of me drawing it. And this page is kind of chaotic. I did like some exercises of just drawing with only pen and just trying to fill the page up as much as possible. This is the point in the sketchbook where I just wanted to fill it. I just wanted to fill it and be done with. And you can kind of tell these drawings later on. So this is like all pen, like Muji pen. This is another real conversation I had where one of my friends and I were chatting in the server, and we were just chatting about some random shit, right? Just whatever. And then like another friend of mine just butts into the chat with a message, "I want to eat a child." And then we're like, what the fuck? Sorry. We're like, dude, what are you talking? And they're like, I'm sorry, I was just hungry. Impulsive thoughts, you know? And it was like, it was pretty funny. I thought it was funny. Some more dogs. Some negative space that I feel like, I don't know. I don't really like these very much. Some more dogs. Some like, there's a couple Pinterest redraws, you'll see them. This is like the homophobic dog from memory. I don't know why I was drawing her. There's like, this is Greg as like Lane. It looks like that Lane cover art. There's Magnus as the perfect blue, like iconic, like blood scene. Perfect Magna. And oh, he looks so beautiful here. It's a creepy horse. The dog. Hirasawa. I never get tired of drawing him typically. I haven't been able to capture his likeness lately, but I've changed around his design a little bit to make it more appealing to draw. I do like this. I give him way too much like mood, like I give him way too much like fucking resting bitch face here, but like he kind of does have it, but like it's more, he doesn't have that much like precision. I don't know what I'm talking about. I got in a fish mood and I was just drawing some fish. There's like, it's like Pinterest, Google image drawings of fish. There's some eels. This one's cute. I drew like a crab. Just drawing different types of fish. And I'll continue going on with this. This page is really bad. I hate the page. I hate how I executed it. But I drew some eels. I drew some yellow moray eels, and those are pretty nice. I love their little fat necks. It's very funny. And they always look very angry. And then this page is pretty cool. This page is a lot better. And I was using my markers again, and I was coming up with ideas for like, a piece called Salmon Head Soup. And it was like based off of a Pinterest image I saw for salmon head soup recipe. And it was like chopped up parts of a salmon with the head like laying next to it. And I just liked, compositionally, I liked how that looked. I love these. I'm glad I didn't add any lines to these because it gives like, it's like negative space, and it's like, these are like Pinterest redraws. I really wanted to get good at drawing fish. So there's Spike Spencer. He loves fishing. So that's another thing. Salmon. Some more Spike Spencer, just kind of, I finally made a Toy House character for him. So basically I'm just fleshing him out. I need to do some digital art of him though. I only really draw him in my sketchbook. So I need to do some digital stuff with him. I was pointing out how fucking horrible this drawing was. But it was so hilariously bad that I didn't cover it up. I was like, I'm gonna have it be out there in the open because I thought it was funny. I don't know. These were more like vent notes about how much I despise food sometimes because of food trauma and like textural like shit, sensory. This is funny. More flesh dogs. There's some like whippets, greyhounds. More flesh dogs. I think that's supposed to be Markiplier because he's funny to draw. I don't really draw celebrities a whole lot, but fuck it. Spike Spencer as like a human. There's Holstein as a human. Fritz as a human. This page is alright. I kind of fucked up Fritz's profile here. I don't know what the fuck I did wrong, but yeah. Some more dog designs. This had a really gnarly looking wiener, so I had to get rid of that. This is like fucking lyrics from Ecstasy. It's like a fucking song, and I'm like, it's goon. I'm not a very horny person, but at the moment, I project for my art, you know. I don't know. My complications with my sexuality is a lot, you know, so it's like, but I'm not, that's a can of worms I don't want to get into. Story for another day. But it's definitely something I'd like to explore. I love portraying romance and intimacy despite never feeling that. There's some bunch of dogs. I drew like a Doberman. I'm starting to get used to using pencil more in this sketchbook because this sketchbook takes pencil very nicely. It takes pencil very well because the paper's like soft and smooth, which is something I really like. So it takes pencil a lot more well and makes it nice and dark. Some Percy, some Bill. This is the guy with the eyelashes. This is like Swiss Shepherd, and then it's like a random character design based on Swiss Shepherd. But yeah. Turn this around. It's like, this is really bad, but this was like notes to myself to draw Gordon with these kind of shonen like eyes and not draw him with like the half-lidded eyes because I felt like that made him look more sinister. And Gordon has like no bad bone in his body, so don't give him those eyes. Rarely give him those eyes. Okay, so as you can see, there's like some fucking, like, I don't even know. I was just having fun with the pencil. There's like people yelling. I was just channeling out my inner feelings. But I thought it was funny. It's like someone's eyeballs falling out. This is a really bad page. It's really bad. I was just depressed because of mood swings and stuff, but this is a comic based off of past experiences I've had being online and being in certain circles by people who were a lot older than me. I was around 16 at the time, and I remember listening. This is kind of like, I blame TikTok for this, but I have always liked Roar the band and like Christmas Kids, but it only took me till a couple days ago to realize that like Christmas Kids by Roar, like it's based off of real life events and it's a very dark song, but the lyrics also remind me of past experiences I've been through with people I used to be friends with. So this is incredibly personal. And there's also like a self-harm warning here. I covered that up. I do love how my crow guy looks here, but I think I drew him very well here, and that's how I want him to look. But I covered this up because I just didn't want to risk anything. But with lyrics like, you know, but I'll know. If you ever try to leave me, I'll find you. That kind of hit too close to home. Okay, got rid of that. It's like this little creature is going like, Baba, and it's like a horrific fucking creature. There's like, this is based off like a poster I saw of the movie Her, and I do kind of explore that with Greg, because now that I think about it, the movie Her by Spike Jonze came out 2013, and that was like 10 years ago, and I've recently been wanting to watch it because, I don't know, it just gives me that kind of vibe. And I was like, what if it was the movie Her, but it was gay? Make it gay. And I was like, I don't know. I just thought it'd be fun to do. But I love like the use of like an invisible arms, like phantom limbs. It's Greg, Human Greg, and Johan. This page is also very personal. So he's basically making a kind of a comic. Typically when I like vent, I typically make comics. The only time I ever make comics is when I'm venting about something. It's also just me venting about my daily life and how I was depressed. I go for like phases of being depressed and not depressed. I mean, like manic and like, but just the things of having a mood disorder. But yeah, and typically when I'm very depressed, I can't draw very well at all. I draw very poorly. Some people can draw very well when they're depressed, but me, I can't. I can't do that. There's like, these pages were bad, so I decided to cover them up with printer paper, but I had drawn the Sharpie on them. I like how intricate this fine pen has. It's a Pilot High-Tech C. My head, I'll have to lie down after this because my head is, I'm feeling feverish again. This always happens when I'm recording, is that my sinuses start acting up. That's a penis. I probably should have covered that up. Yeah, it's more on lyrics. Then I started getting into pomegranate symbolism. As you can see, this is the pomegranate page. I love pomegranates. This shit makes me hungry. And then I start drawing fish again. But it's just using pomegranates. And then I drew some fish. I was just trying to finish. I had like this much left, so I was trying to finish it up. There's more. Me writing about situations that happened recently. Like in December, I'm still like recovering from Pinterest redraws of funny dogs. Peter Griffin in a padded cell. My hero saw like fucking furry design. I think I've really perfected it, and I was drawing him like in his suit. Like, this is pencil right here, but I don't know if it gives off like shine or not. I can't tell from this camera angle. It's more of him. I feel like I'm still trying to capture his, like, this is when he's like in his 40s or like 50s, I don't know. This is pretty funny. I can't explain it. I love these edgy ass drawings of Greg. So funny. There's, and this is when I was, getting really into playing Portal 2. Like, I was on the second game by this point. And I think I was crushing on GLaDOS like really bad. Because typically you'd think I'd be more like attracted to like Wheatley, because like, it's with Wheatley, it's like, oh, that's a Connor character. That's a Connor character. Like Tumblr sexy men, like, he's the perfect character for like, to but typically I'm more attracted to male characters. I'm bisexual. But like, I typically lean towards male characters, but sometimes GLaDOS just hits different. GLaDOS just appeals to me. This is like based on a furry design, like a robot, like design is all kind of with the bipedal legs, stuff like that. Like a protogen, I guess, I don't know. And I was just like playing around drawing that. Kind of exploring drawing robots and designs. I get so much nostalgia from looking at Portal fan art. It's Greg enjoying his coffee. I mean, Fritz, that's Greg. Fritz enjoying his coffee. He's speaking in Finnish, and then he's like, not enough milk and sugar at all. Because he likes a lot of sugar and milk. He drinks a lot of coffee and he likes sugar and milk. It's kind of Greg making a weird pose. He's trying to play around with like how he moves. Love how Fritz turned out here. Just like his kind of teeth and eyes and eyebrows. Greg looks good here. More dogs. Not much to note of. I was just trying to finish the latter half of this sketchbook with fish. With a bunch of fish here. It's nice. I ended up doing the rest of the sketchbook like entirely in pencil because I only had a few pages left and some more fish. I looked at all these printers. Pinterest has really good like stuff for studying fish because they have like the side profiles and stuff. And just fish in all sorts of shapes and sizes, especially like Japanese like fish photos. It's very nice. This was all like today. It is like stupid, like fucking Greg and Fritz, and like they're my own little Breaking Bad AU I have for my characters, like my project. I draw in super little AUs. It's like Gregor Black, Freddie Ackman. Yeah, it's very dumb, but it's funny to me. Yeah, it's a self-portrait. It's like a bunch of pencil, like me drawing Greg as a human and Johann as a human. Okay, it's more Greg human. There's another GLaDOS. It's like typically when I reach the near end of my sketchbook, I do a bunch of observational drawings. I don't really, just this kind of like, I kind of layered them on top of each other, like varying sizes. Just a mess of pencil. This is a pretty cool page. A bunch of Germa studies, because he's got a very distinct face. He's very expressive. Duality of man. A couple of monkeys, except I don't really know how to draw monkeys, but they're funny. I think they're funny. They cheer me up. A funny monkey cheers me up. And then I was like, you know, by the end of the sketchbook, it's like, I must draw Yaoi or I will scream. So yeah, I drew Greg and Johann Yaoi. Them as humans, they're holding a human heart, and it's like cannibalism, symbolism, stuff like that. Pretty cool. And then there's Mario in the background. There's Talk Show Boy, Adrian, whatever the fuck his last name is. And I was like, I had to draw that album cover. I was gonna draw the whole album cover, but I was gonna draw him, and like then I drew up like a really close up version of him. And then there's like some Portal fan art, and then there's like this fucking like robot dog I saw on Google Images, and has like the fucking side eye. It was like googly eyes, but I wanted to give it like a side eye, and I think it's so fucking amazing. There's like a Wheatley design that was like instead of being a ball, it was like you know, like a bipedal, like four-legged, whatever. You know what I mean? But just kind of Android design. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like kind of conceptualizing about drawing robots. And then lastly, we have like these stupid faces, really dumb faces, fucked up self-portraits. Pro tip, draw yourself doing the DreamWorks face, like the DreamWorks fucking face at the end of your sketchbook. I recommend that. And then finally, we have like my crow, Sona, and he's just collapsed in my setup, and he's done. He's fed up. Look at that. So yeah, it's fiend. So yeah, started December 18th, 2023, and completed January 10th, 2024. 8:09 p.m. That's pretty great. I like when they have pockets. Oh, I guess it's not there anymore. I swore there was stuff in here, except for the stickers, but whatever. So yeah, get yourself a Paper Age sketchbook. It is illegal how good this is for like such a cheap price, like $9 to $11. Like, are you serious? It's like, if I got a sketchbook, it'd be like $22. You know, I'm looking at you, Moleskine and Leuchtturm. I guess the Leuchtturm is a little bit better, but I've always said this, but like, I feel like I've said that like Moleskine is like the Adobe Photoshop of sketchbooks. I'm just saying, okay? But there are Moleskine simps out there, and they will come for me. But yeah, that's about it. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.